I'm good, Chris. How you doing? Hang on, I'm gonna start the show, okay? All right, hang on for me. Hey, everybody, it's Outdoors Dan. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to light this candle. Let me get this going, and let's do the show. It's Buk Talk Radio time. All right, welcome to this week's edition of Buk Talk Radio. Brought to you in part by our good friends out of Woodhaven Custom Calls. They make the best grunt calls out there, including the Ninja Intimidator and the Woodsman and the Midwest Grunter, and I'll tell you more about that later. We got a fun show for you tonight. We're going to be talking with our buddy Chris over at Slim Knox County's Whitetails in Missouri. See what he's got going on for the deer and all this other stuff. I'm trying to get my papers organized. I got too much stuff going on is what I got. Thanks for everybody listening to the app. Appreciate all of you listening right now. Also on Facebook Live, thank you for everybody checking us out on the live stream. We always appreciate you there. Had a fun day. We gave out 3 or 4 sets of Iowa Wild Hockey tickets today. So we'll do that again next week. I've got more coming. And tonight, if you're listening on the app, after I sign off on Facebook Live, don't go nowhere because I got some news I'm going to tell you. And if you want to listen on the app, you'll get the inside scoop. Speaking on inside scoops, let's go see what's going on in Missouri with their buddy Chris down at Slim. What is that down there? Slim Knox County? Yeah, I don't know why I always say that because we're not slim anymore. I wasn't picking on you. I was picking on me. Yeah. Hey, is all your crops and stuff still in, or did you get them out already? Okay, well, that's not too bad. Have you talked to Donovan lately, or you just been running customers around too much? Yeah. When are you guys going to get wise and kick that boy out of camp? You know what? I went down there the other day to. Did you get a chance to meet our buddy Dan Hanna down there at Donovan's? Her, oh, you know Hurricane. You know who I'm talking about, right? Hurricane Hanna. So anyway, he's battling cancer. It's not good. So we're doing a big charity deal for him and his wife to help him with their medical bills and stuff. Because Hurricane Hanna has been helping me, Chris, for I'm going to say 16 years. I mean, every year I've been going down there. Dan's always been great about, hey, if you need a spot, come over and see me, or hey, the turkeys are running over here. If you want to go set up, that's fine. You won't find nicer people. And you know as well as I do, you've been down to Triple H enough. I mean, that whole area is just loaded with good people. And yeah, hey, Kenny Cole, can't hear your guest on Facebook. You know what, Chris? That's probably, you know what, I knew I was forgetting something. Thank you, Kenny. I've got to get a pair of headphones real quick. How am I going to do this? Do me a favor. I want you to tell everybody tell me about how you got the business going real quick. I'm going to put my headphones over my other mic, and then I'll be back. So you give me 2 minutes. Give me about a minute. All right. Tell them about how you got started.
Okay. My father and I, in 1996, I was born and raised in the mountains of North Carolina. And my father and I and 5 other friends of ours came to northeast Missouri on a hunt with an outfitter, and it turned out to be a terrible experience. He did nothing that he said he would do. And we were sitting at a local cafe down in a little town of Edina, Missouri, which is about 20 miles east of Kirksville, Missouri. And the lady who owned the cafe was talking with my father, and we were telling her about our experience with the outfitter, and she said, well, you need to get some of your own ground, and you won't have to go through this. So my dad said, well, we're the first time we ever been here. We don't know anyone. We'd love to have some of our own ground. And she said, well, my husband is one of the largest landowners in this county, and he'd probably lease you some ground. And my father said, well, how do we talk to him? She said, he's coming to have lunch. I'll have him sit with you. So we sat down with him, met with him the next spring, and we leased, I don't know, about 3,000 acres from him that next year. And then from there, we just started having more people introduced to, and now I don't even really go looking for land anymore. We have people call us, and we lease just over 25,000 acres now here in 8 different counties in northeast Missouri, and we do archery, rifle, and late season black powder, and it's just turned into a full-time job, and which I love it. I don't feel like I work a day, but we have some great properties and great landowners and great clients. So it's worked out really well for us.
Well, there you go. That's exciting. Thanks for stalling for me. I knew I was forgetting something. I'm trying to do 20,000 things at once. I got to quit doing that. So we got this charity thing going on for Hurricane for everybody that's coming out to deer camp, or if you just want to call Donovan for tickets. We're giving away about $6,000 worth of hunting and hunts. I think we got a turkey hunt we're giving away in there somewhere. And are you in that? Are you doing that? Or somebody's doing a turkey hunt or something. I can't remember if that was Philip or somebody.
I am not, but I will.
Well, that's
all you got to do is put me down, and we'll have somebody to come out and turkey hunt at our place. We have eastern birds, not Rios like Donovan, but we have some great turkey hunting, and all the Woodhaven guys come up and have a Woodhaven turkey camp. And
okay.
We've got a lot of the Legends, the Outdoors. I think Roland Martin and Jimmy Houston and some others for the Legend Outdoors are coming out this spring. But you put me down for a turkey hunt or any other way I can help, I'll be glad to help.
Well, I wasn't trying to set you up there. I just, my memory, if I don't have it written down in front of me. But I knew we had one, but I'll tell Donovan they had another one in there. So, and hey,
absolutely.
Thank you for doing that, Chris. I appreciate that.
No problem. No. You got to take care of good people.
Well, especially ones that they go out of their way to make everybody's life easier, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, about you. Hey, all right. So I was out glassing last night here in Iowa, and I saw some deer. I didn't see what I was looking for. We still got a lot of the standing corn in, which is not helping. But right. It's October 18th. Here in about 2 or 3 more days, Chris. How many deer are you getting daylight down there? Are you guys doing pretty good in Missouri?
We have a lot of deer daylighting, but probably like you say, the next 3 to 5 days, our mature bucks will be daylighting more than we're getting a lot of 2.5, 3.5-year-old deer, and we've got some 3.5-year-old deer this year that are just unbelievable. We probably got 5 or 6 bucks that are 3.5-year-old are in the mid 160s.
That's exciting.
And, it's exciting, but it's hard as an outfitter to tell someone,
don't shoot.
We want to save this buck. Because if you're coming from Texas and you're used to looking at a 140-pound deer and you come up here and see a 240-pound 3-year-old, mm-hmm. you're going to think he's 5 years old. So it's really hard to determine with clients that are coming in for a 5-day hunt how to determine that. It's really, really tough. So, we kind of go with a score, a minimum score of 140.
Well, I mean, listen, 140-inch deer, that's a nice deer. That's, Pope and Young deer's 125. And, Chris, you and please tell me your wife's name again.
Net. We call her Nettie.
Nettie,
yes.
Yep. Well, we were talking turkey season, and we got talking about tape measures. And, the tape measure stuff, we all want to shoot a nice deer or a nice turkey. Just enjoy the hunt, and
exactly.
And it just we want to kill, but you got to let them get to 3 or 4 years old to where they get they're getting towards their potential, and they can pass some of them genes on.
Right.
It's kind of a blessing in both things. But I mean, most people don't go to Donovan's or don't go to you guys to, they want to shoot a deer of a lifetime. That's what they're kind of looking for.
Right. I always say everybody wants to shoot a 170 until a 150 walks out.
Chris, I hate to say it, if I feel sorry for a 150 if he walk. I haven't shot enough of them yet. I've got 12 or so on the wall, and not bragging, folks. I haven't shot enough. I just couldn't. I love deer hunting, and I like to shoot them. So, 150-inch deer is a nice deer.
Oh, it's a very nice deer. And, there's a lot of people in this country that's never seen a 150-inch deer. I get a lot of guys out of New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, which their deer herds are doing better now, than they have in the past. But there's a lot of guys that they don't know a 130 from a 150 when it walks out. I'm not being sarcastic or anything. It's just hard to tell on the hook.
Oh, no. Well, out in Pennsylvania, I mean, they just got so many hunters, and those deer don't get the age on them.
Right.
And they don't, or it's getting better. It's getting better. More people are putting in agriculture, food plots, and if they got the minerals and food, and you let them get past 2-3 years, then you start seeing a little better deer. But they got so many hunters in that part of the country, and in the east, it's just crazy. Hey, what's the deer doing out there? I mean, are you seeing them more on the ridges, or are you seeing them on the? I imagine your acorn mass crop's been really good. It's been good up here. So
yes, our acorn crop is unbelievable this year. We're seeing a lot of deer on the ridges, and they're starting to hone. The bucks are starting to hone in on those doe groups. Mm-hmm. Like when we're glassing in the afternoons and stuff, you'll see a lot of bucks just skirting the edges of these food sources. We have a lot of alfalfa and clover and stuff planted right now in our food plots and stuff, and the does are just hammering them right now. And then the bucks, not so much, but you'll see them on the downwind side of those food plots just starting to do that. And it's going to get more and more that way. They're going to be in the next 2 weeks. They're going to be downwind of those bedding areas, doe bedding areas, checking for does, because they don't have to go into them. They can check all the does as they're passing. Yeah. And it's getting ready to, really crank up. Our scrapes and rub lines are just blowing up right now. Just, you went into a field 2 days ago and there was 2 scrapes, and now there's 15.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of scraping at night. It's
right.
Yeah, they're hitting my mocks. They've been hitting my mocks really hard for about the last 2 weeks now. So
yeah, we've got the pure whitetail mock scrapes out and everything, and they're just multiple bucks a night. My wife Nettie, she says, "Can you please silence your phone, because I've got like 75 cell cameras right now hooked to my phone, not counting my guides."
Yeah, you got to put it on. You got to put it on sleep mode, man, because otherwise it's buzzing all night. Trust me, I get it.
I've got particular deer that keep me up at night. Just want to see, are they there today? So I'm crazy about that stuff. But
yeah. Hey, Scotty Mueller, good to see you. Tony, good to see you. Rick, thank you for listening tonight. Kenny, thank you. Fish and Dave, good to hear from you. Jennifer, good to see you. Jennifer, thank you for listening in. Good morning, Pete, the Donut Man Ariati, and Roger Wild up in New York. Roger, thank you, buddy. I'll see you out at Triple H here in a couple weeks. Looking forward to seeing y'all. Thank you for checking out the show tonight. So and listen, that makes me happy when you get an outfitter. I mean, you're making your living, making sure people they're getting their best opportunity to see deer. So if you're putting pure whitetail out, that just gives more validity to when I tell people this stuff really is good stuff. I mean, that's just not me saying it to do advertising. One, I think I've been on for 26 years, Chris. People, I think, know that. In order for me to endorse it or to talk about it and tell people to go buy it, I have to believe in it myself. I'm
the same way. I'm a big skeptic. I'll be honest with you. I'm a skeptic. And Larry McCoy and Philip Vanderpool, the first year they came and hunted with me, Larry made a mock scrape with the pure whitetail in it. We had him in another stand that afternoon, and he told my guide Alec, and I mean, it's all on video. Yeah. He said, "There'll be a buck in there before dark." Yeah. And lo and behold, there was a 156-inch 9-point in there before dark. He went to the stand the next day and killed him in 10 minutes. That's no advertising. That is 100% truth.
No, you can watch that on Respect the Game TV. That's the combine deer.
Correct.
Yeah, I know exactly what deer you're talking about when you say that. That's awesome. Hey, Chris.
And they made me believers in it, and I've been using it ever since, and I have seen it happen over and over and over in the last 3 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. Chris, hang on. I got to take a real short break.
Sure.
You hang on. We're going to talk a little more buck action when we come back. This break is brought to you by the fine folks at Cookies Barbecue Sauce. Everything tastes better with cookies. We'll be right back. Hang on Buk Talk Radio. Hey, Outdoors Dan here. How many times have you had to quit hunting because your feet got cold or uncomfortable? Well, I have a way to keep your feet feeling great in any weather or outdoor activity. Have you heard of Norlander Sock Company? Norlander Sock Company uses high-quality alpaca to produce some of the best socks out there. Alpaca socks will keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Alpaca socks will wick away any moisture that you might encounter, plus work with your outdoor footwear to keep your feet. Everybody doing good? Thanks for listening to the show. Alpaca socks also has a natural antibacterial quality to them that will keep your socks from smelling. They have heavyweight. We'll have video on soon. I just we didn't have it set up for Chris tonight, so. Plus, gift boxes are available that are 100% guaranteed. So this year, when you plan your outdoor activities, make sure you keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Try a pair of Norlander socks, pure alpaca, pure comfort. For more information, just go to norlandersocks.com and give your feet a treat.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
Vanes are very important to your arrow flight and for consistent grouping. Flex Fletch and its fine lineup of products has been helping archers
One more and we're
steer
back,
their
everybody.
arrows for over 50 years. Silent Night vanes are 30% thinner with a much greater taper than vanes out there. This contributes to a dramatic reduction of in-flight drag. Flex Fletch vanes also have the capability of reshaping or bounce back after pass-through shots on targets or game. This ensures consistent arrow flight every time.
It's going to be good here pretty quick.
A variety of colors, sizes, and styles for any archer to use in their setup. Whether it's for 3D indoor or hunting, Flex Fletch has the vane for you. To see these great vanes and adhesives like Zing or Flex Bond to get a great seal on your arrow when you fletch, go to your local dealer or flexfletch.com. Flex Fletch, proudly made in the USA, based out of Minnesota.
When you're getting ready to outfit your next outdoor adventure, there's one place in Ankeny that's your one-stop outdoor shop. That's Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's Warehouse has everything you need from fishing, hunting, firearms, and camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a success.
Last one.
Sportsman's Warehouse carries nationally known brands that have been tried and proven in the field and on the water. Smokers and grills that will cook all your meat easy to prepare. Kayaks and boat gear are also on hand to help you find more fish when you go wet alive. Sportsman's Warehouse has all the footwear and clothing choices at great prices that will make sure you are outdoors in comfort and style. If you're traveling, you can also go shop 24/7 at sportsmanswarehouse.com. So next time you're planning your next outdoor adventure, make sure that you check out Sportsman's Warehouse in Ankeny.
All right, welcome back to Buk Talk Radio with Outdoors Dan on the Outdoor Call Radio app. My guest is Chris over at Slim Knox County Whitetails in Missouri, and we're talking a little buck action, and we're just kind of talking. Hey, I agree with you. I've been seeing a lot more scrape activity. I was actually glassing on the front side of the cut corn last night, just trying to watch the waterways on the corn edges, and I just didn't. I only saw a few deer. I didn't see no doe or bucks. But with all that corn in, them bucks, I know they're there. They're just there's no telling where they're at.
That's right. You just gotta, every year. I've been doing this for 26 years now, I think, and every year, sometime around mid-October, your bucks are just going to get irregular, and every year I let it overtake my mind. Like, what happened to him? Where's he at? Blah, blah. But it's always the same. Not always the same, but 99% of the time, he's just changed his routine just a little bit. And you've got your mature core buck, the core mature bucks on those farms. And the pre-rut right now is when I really try to take advantage of that, because they're still somewhat predictable before they go into full rut, and you don't know where they're at or what they're going to be doing. And that's what we're trying to do right now, is just hone in on those core bucks and see if we can't get them, taken before the rut hits.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think the weather is going to be pretty. It's warming up a little bit. You getting a little more warmer down there this week?
We are. It's going to be warmer the first of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to cool back off quite a bit. And that right now, to me, everybody talks moon, talks this. Weather every time is what trumps it all.
Yeah.
Where we're at. If we can get some cool weather, we get some buckshot,
Yeah. Well, if it's in the full blown rut, them bucks are still going to move a little bit there, but if it's 90 degrees, it's hard on them, and they do most of their rutting at night,
Right.
so, but, yeah, we definitely, I thought the last 10 days I looked at it, Chris, it was in the 60s, that's not too bad. So.
No, it's not too bad at all, especially if you got some of them cool mornings. And everybody, they ask us when they come in, like right now, should we hunt all day? Should we hunt all day? And my suggestion, people have different thoughts, but my suggestion right now in this phase is hunt a totally different setup in the morning than you do the afternoon, because coming up this next week, I want to be on the downwind side of those doe bedding areas in the mornings. And then in the afternoons, I want to be on the downwind side of the food plots and stuff, because I want to hunt two totally different stands, morning and afternoon.
Absolutely. So, are you guys doing any decoying out there, or what do you?
We will be doing decoying this next week. I haven't killed a buck in Missouri since I think 2005, something like that. But because I'm outfitting, but when I used to hunt myself, my favorite week was right before Halloween. I love to rattle. I love to decoy, grunt, snort, wheeze, and I had a lot of success just prior to that first week in November.
Yeah, there's a cut bean field where I've got one of the properties I'm hunting on, and I'm going to try and get my decoy out. There's still some standing beans, and just put it off to the side, and where I've got about a 22-yard shot, and there's CRP across the lane from me, and I'm hoping I can, if I can. I'm getting some buck pictures. They're still kind of nocturnal a little bit. They're right at daybreak, Chris. So like I said, the next several more days they're going to start daylighting a little bit quick. But I think that's where I'm going to try to decoy unless they get that corn picked. I love putting a decoy in a cut cornfield. It's just especially in the corners or on the edge.
Absolutely.
If the deer can see that thing from far away, you got a chance of rattling or grunting that deer in. If they can see it.
Absolutely, and you can get away with so much more with a decoy.
Yeah.
I mean, once they get honed in on the decoy, I'm not saying you can do jumping jacks, but it's just so much easier to get that deer in and get him shot without him busting you, because he is so focused on that decoy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you start seeing that head go sideways, and they start getting gomered up. I love it. It's just another excitement level than just trying to sit there and getting them come in. So, hey, it's time for the Woodhaven Custom Calls You Make the Call segment tonight, Chris. I'm going to ask you. So here's you make the call. You got 2 does, 3 does coming in, and you hear something in the back. Do you get ready, or do you sit still, or do you just grab your grunt call? What do you do?
In that situation, I'm going to see what the does do according to where I'm at, but I'm probably going to do a little bit of grunting. And if I know a buck, like a lot of times when I used to hunt myself, I hunted a particular buck, and a lot of times you'll know whether he's an aggressive buck or not if you spend any time with him over the last couple of years. because when I was hunting, I was trying to shoot 5 and 6 year old deer.
Yeah.
And a lot of them you can read their temperature right off the bat when they come out, whether they're aggressive or not aggressive. But I'm always going to have that grunt call. I don't care if it's September the 15th or it's January the 15th. I'm not going in the woods without my grunt call.
No. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Chris.
I have called deer literally in Wyoming the first week of September from 300 yards out in the alfalfa field just for curiosity, if nothing else, and called them in and shot them, But I think that's an imperative tool especially during this next 3 or 4 weeks, because they're going to be very vocal in where we're at. I mean, they're very, very vocal.
Yeah, no, that's true. Hey, Russell, good to see you. Glad you're back in town there, buddy. Dirk Stark, thank you for my Bigfoot sign. Dirk sent me a Bigfoot sign. Go check out my Dan Young Facebook page, and you'll see it. It was really nice. Richard Cron, good to see you up there on the East Coast, buddy. I hope you're doing well. So, well, Chris, listen, I want to thank you for taking a few minutes. I know you're outfitting right now. When's the Virtue Camp starting?
Virtue Camp, we have a lot of them coming in on Sunday. We got a couple coming in. I think Philip and Gary Mason and a few are coming in a day or two early, but most of them are coming in Sunday afternoon to start hunting Monday. We'll have Nick and Gary Steffen,
Oh, Big Buck Nick.
Big Buck Nick. Yeah.
Big Buck Nick.
He is just an absolute joy to be around. He can hunt 5 days and not see a buck and be just as excited the 6th day as he was the first.
Yeah,
I wish we all had that attitude. Even myself.
Yeah, Big Buck. I love that. I love that guy. He's him. The whole family and Gary and all them. They're just good people. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't get.
We're very excited.
Well, you should be. Yeah, I always like seeing them. Are you getting out to Donovan's or are you going to be turkey season again?
It'll be turkey season this year. Donovan and I, we discuss some stuff. His father Healy comes and he's supposed to be coming on this Virtue Camp hunt with us, and then Nettie and I are going to go early season next year with Donovan out there. So, we're outfitters. We're not really in the same realm of being competitors, but when you meet great people, I always try to. I tell everybody, if they say where should I go in Kansas, I say there's no other place to me but Donovan and Healy's, because that place is amazing. But not only the hunting, but the people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great hunting out there, but people like Donovan and Healy and
Connie,
everybody out there, they're just unbelievable. They're our kind of people.
Yeah. Yeah. If we could just get Philip out of there. I've been trying to get him out of my honey hole forever. I dropped what I was telling you. I dropped all those prizes off for that deal that we're doing for Hurricane. And Connie made chicken and dumplings for me. She goes, if you're going to drive all the way out here and stay the night and do that for Dan, I'll make. What do you want, fried chicken or I go chicken and dumplings? I'll take chicken and dumplings. Anyway, I didn't even get my sleeping bag out of the truck, and I look up and there's Philip. I said, I should have figured if there was chicken and dumplings for a free meal, I know I would have seen you tonight.
I think he smelled them from Missouri because he headed out about the day before you got there.
Is that what he did? He was up there on you, huh? Yeah. I'm telling you, man, that guy. I love him to death. But boy, he can smell some food, man. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
They say whitetails can smell food or a person up to 200-300 yards. Philip can smell fried chicken or chicken and dumplings from at least 800 miles. So,
exactly.
Yeah. Hey, if someone wants some more information about where they can hunt with you and times and availability, how can they do that, bud?
You can go to our website, knoxcountywhitetails.com. You can visit us on our Facebook page, Slim's Knox County Whitetails. You can call me at area code 828-231-9364. Any of those ways, you feel free to message me, text me, email me, whatever, and I will get back with you as soon as possible.
Yeah, Jake, I'm just giving him a hard time. I've been friends with Philip for 35 years. So I'm entitled to give him a little trouble, buddy. Trust me.
He's like my brother, so I got to give him a hard time.
If we didn't pick on him, he'd wonder what was wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, listen, have a great deer season. Thanks for doing the show with me tonight. Please tell Nettie and everybody hi, and you guys have a great camp this year, okay?
All right, Dan. Get down when you can, buddy.
I can't wait to see you guys.
All right, man. Have a great night.
There he goes, Chris at Slim Knox County Whitetails. Just fine people right there, and you won't find them any better. Iowa's going to have their big youth special hunt October 21st through the 22nd. So there's going to be a lot of folks doing some pheasant hunting. Hey, Nick, Mark Parker, good to see you. Thanks for watching tonight. I appreciate that. They're going to have, let's see, what is it? It's resident-only youth season. Iowans age 15 and younger have the opportunity to hunt for rooster pheasants without purchasing a license, a habitat fee, or taking hunter ed. You must be under direct supervision of an adult age 18 or older that has a valid hunting license and habitat fee. August population surveys were some of the highest since 2015. There's a lot of birds. I heard some birds last night where I was. So I think if the kids get out there and they're going to have a fun time and get them a couple roosters. And we all love pheasants. If you get a rooster pheasant, make sure you brine that pheasant before you eat it. Go ahead and clean it and, get all the pluck it, clean it, skin it, however you want to do it. And then put that in a good, like High Mountain's got a great brine that you can use, all-purpose brine. But any type of game bird, if you brine it, it's going to break down that conjunctive tissue in it, and it's going to hold moisture, and it's going to be some of the best eating bird you ever had. I always brine my stuff. But anyway, get out there, kids, and enjoy that October 21st through the 22nd. Let's see. Milo's got some new flavors. They got a new Philly cheesesteak for you to try this year. They got a cranberry wild rice summer sausage, honey sriracha sticks, pizza burger patties. All that good stuff is going on out there at the Milo Locker. And Onyx has got some special deals going now. Did you know you can sync your trail camera up with Onyx and get the best of both worlds? You can do that. Go to Onyx Hunt and check it out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You can actually upload your target bucks, and they'll tell you when that target buck is daylighting. That technology is getting unreal. Go check them out at Onyx, and if you use the code, I think it's OCR20, you get 20% off. Outdoor Call Radio 20, OCR20. I can get you 20% off if you want to do that. All right, I'm going to get out of here, folks. So if you are listening on the Outdoor Call Radio app, don't go nowhere because I got something to tell you. If you are not listening on the Outdoor Call Radio app, you got time to switch over or download it real quick. I'm going to be about a minute. So make sure you do that. I need to thank our friends at Woodhaven Custom Calls. I've got the Woodsman here. This is a really, really nice grunt call. The Ninja Intimidator is in my pack right now. That's got the snort wheeze and stuff on it. This is a good sounding grunt. But I love the Ninja Intimidator. I have not gotten my Midwest Grunter calls yet. So I'll let you know when we get those in, okay? And we'll do that. I think all right. So Woodhaven, thank you, Woodhaven, Winsent, and Fourth Arrow Camera Arms. Diamond D Outdoors, if you want a chest holster for ultimate protection made in Alaska, give the guys up at Diamond D Outdoors a call or go online and check them out. It's made in the USA, and they're great stuff. Flex Fletch, I'm shooting my Silent Nights, and I love them. The SK2s are great hunting vanes. Go check all them out, and thank them for helping us do the show. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate that. Sportsman's Warehouse, as always, helping us on the shows. Pure Whitetail, some of the best deer urine products you can put on your ground is Pure Whitetail, and it works. And our good friends at Game Hide, they've got game camouflage for every outdoor occasion. No matter what season you're hunting, it's Game Hide. All right, I'm going to say goodnight to you on Facebook. I'll talk to you soon on Saturday. Be good to one another. We're on it together. So good night. And I'm going to say good night to the folks on the app. You got time to switch over right now. Good night, Facebook. I'll see you later.